Doing fine. It is a very beautiful day here. Summer is on, but there are clouds, and it is very, very refreshing to go for a new summer. It feels very new, so it's beautiful. How is your weekend? How is the weather at your place? Beautiful. Good to hear. Good to hear. It feels in a way like it's the first summer. I cannot explain. I cannot explain this, but it feels like first time being in the summer or being summer. Yes, you feel so. Yes. Good evening, Yanis, Philip. Good night or good morning. If you have any questions or thoughts or ideas to share, you're most welcome to share them. Yes, yes. Good weekend. It is very warm. Yes, Pix, it is. Yes, also here. But it feels like new summer somehow. It feels like summer that has a connection to autumn, and but it's a very fresh summer. I cannot explain this in words, but it's very exciting. If you have anything that you'd like to ask, this is the time. And if not, we can start. We were mentioning in previous sessions that we are not historical figure, or each and every one of us, or we are, yes, is not historical figure. Do we understand this sentence? What does it mean? Because we are repeating, but do we understand the sentence, we are not historical figure? Is it understood? Because if it's not, we can still draw. I'd rather not draw or paint at the moment, but there is a possibility to draw. We are not historical figures, and also the future, yes, because usually, yes, we are accustomed to think, or we educated to think, or we taught to think, or this is how we think mechanically, yes, that we are historical figures, meaning, good morning, Rodrigo, we are very happy to see you here. And we believe that we are a historical figure. What does it mean? There's a birth. And from birth to the last moment, there is a linear development. So, from birth to the last day, there's supposed to be a story or a linear movement. And what we are trying to say is that we are not historical figures, meaning we are not moving in a linear way, or what moves through us isn't a linear thinking or movement. Yes, Yanis? But difficult for the mind when we have been. Yes, 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 yes. True. Yes, Cindy? Yes. We find ourselves. Yes. Yes. Just, let's say a little spark about it. We believe, for example, or we were told in which day we were born, to which parents. At the age of 5, we probably were in kindergarten, and we continue to school and then high, let's say, university, college, and we are trained to think. Or even if we are not trained to think, it's just mechanical. Yes, this is mechanical happening that tells us that we are, do you see, by the way, the white page or not yet? Probably not. Probably not. Let's try to share it. Yes. Yes, I try to share it here and also replace the mode of the broadcast. So I move to broadcast the white page, also on YouTube. And here we are. There is a birth. Where is the pen? Where is the pen? Nobody knows. Well, I used to have a pen here, but not anymore. So, I don't see the pen, so I cannot write. So you can imagine that there is a start point, and we believe, yes, or we are told to believe that we are moving from zero. Zero is the moment we were born, and we are told to believe that we are moving from zero to hero, meaning we are moving from zero moment from birth until the last day, and this is a linear development. And what is happening to us, yes, is something that has, so to speak, a meaning. Oh, we want to learn from things that happened, so to speak, in the past. Yes? But we are not. What does it mean that we are not historical figure? Yes, yes. It means that we are on, or we are one. Yes? From the moment, or even before, there is no change. Yes? Because our eyes, yes, and senses are telling us, let's say baby, when a baby is born is about 3 kilos, it's a little package, and then at the age of 5 there's a different height, a different weight, and so we believe, yes, that there is a development or a linear movement because the body, which we were educated to believe that this is us, yes, is like moving in time or growing or changing, but it is not. We're all the time one. Before we arrived here, before birth, or before we were told that we are connected to this body, and as connected we have a name that attaches us to this body. So we all the time on, and we all the time one. Yes, life here is like a new dressing. The soul goes to try, yes? There's a different seasons or a different kind of, yes, suits. So now the soul is dressing in a suit of Michael. And tomorrow the soul will dress in a dressing called Dennis. Yes? This is just the body is just a dressing or just a shoe. Yes, as the sages are saying, is the shoe for the soul. Yes, Rodrigo, it means we are all spiritual beings. Our existence did not be. Yes, yes. Existence, very good. The sentence is excellent. Yes, the existence did not begin with the birth. Excellent. Saying if you want to unmute yourself, this is possible too. Yeah, we are the fluid. I mean, we are the air. Yes, we are the air. We are not the flute. The body, in a way, our bodies, yes, are the flute. Our bodies, yes, the flute is a vessel. But we are the soul, yes, is blowing through the body. Yes? Yes. Body is like the glove. This is rough covering, yes? But the blow is the hand. Yes? Yes? The glove is like the outline. So many people use a lot of time to develop the glove to the body. Yes, there's a worshipping and so taking care of the body, yes, because it is the temporal house of the soul at the moment, but this is not the main thing. The body does not have any existence of its own. The body cannot live. If we bring a body without a soul, a body cannot even inhale, exhale without a soul. So it has no meaning, it has no existence. Once the soul leaves, it is just a doll of clay in a casket. Yes? It has no ability to move, nothing. Yes? It's just a cast. Yes? So we are not this cast. Yes? In a way, the soul expresses itself, yes, through the different castes or modes. Yes? But we are not those castes. Yes? Soul is not something that we make. Yes? People can make a sandwich. Yes? Bake a bread, slice it, put something inside, cheese, vegetables. So we can make a sandwich. Yes? We can make, let's say, a cabinet. Yes? Carpentry. We cannot make a soul. This is something we cannot, just can't. People can make children or have children. Soul can't. Yes, Cindy? No, there is no pen at the moment. Unfortunately, there is no pen somehow. I prepared everything for the moment to draw this, that we are not historical figures, but it doesn't. I had a pen and now it's gone, so I'm not writing at the moment. Yes, Pixidis, when I try to recall my dreams or write them down, I try to write them as it is happening in the present moment and more details show up. Yes, that's correct. Now there is no pen at the moment, Cindy, so I cannot write. Soul, we cannot make. We can make plans. We are taught to make plan. Yes? We are taught that if someone wants to succeed in life, yes, he has to make a plan, to visualize the future, to imagine. We can make plan. Plan is something that we can artificially, yes, create in time. But soul is none of our making. It is just existing. And it has nothing to do with any deed, yes, or mechanical activity. Yes, mechanical in Hebrew, mikan, from here. Mikan. Mikan. From here. This is from here. The English, I have to switch all the time. From here. From here. Yes. Mikan, mechani. Mechani in Hebrew it's the same. Mikan, from here, mechani. Something that we can do, mechani. Mechani. Yeah. Soul is we cannot make. Yes. Soul. Neshama. Neshama, soul. Yes. From Sham. Sham, which is there. Sham, which is there. Sham, there. So the soul is plugged into the body, yes, and we can see someone walking, talking, but without this plug-in that the soul, there is no life, and people are just moving on. The bodies are staying, the soul continues. The soul is immortal. It has nothing to do with the process. If someone wants to be a teacher, he goes to college, university, he has to go through a process, a duration in time, become a teacher, become a lawyer, yes, and so on, become an architect. Soul exists, and there is no questions about it. Yes, it is just a fact. Our soul exists. There is no doubt about it. There is no question about it. The mechanical movement, yes, that we are doing along the day or during the day, it is not what defines us. There's a movement that goes through us, yes, a movement, a phone call, doing something at home, but it's not who we are. Life is being lived through us. Yes, Cindy? Soul, Sham, is to show, yes, 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 yes. The soul is Sham, from there, yes. The body is from here. And in English, please pay attention that English there already holds which word inside? There holds which word? Here. Yes? Just add a T, yes, to here, and then you get there. Yes? The soul, Neshama, from Sham, there, plugged into a body here. Do you see the relation between there and here? Do you see the letters? Do you see the relations between there and here? Take the T out. T is the crossing, yes? The cross, yes? And then we're here. So in a way, the soul is crossing, yes? This is what the soul does. Cross and plugged into the matter. Yes, 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 our body, yes, enables, yes, the soul to. Yes. So there is a question. The soul could be a soul. Why does the soul need a body? Yes? Because when a divine soul plugged itself, yes, to this matter, which is made out of clay, ash, all the elements, fire, water, and so, it just amplifies the shine. The fact that ashes can shine, a fact that ashes or earth can speak, a fact that ashes or earth can write or dance or paint. Take the soul, yeah? Take the soul or the electricity outside of a device. The refrigerator cannot cool. The oven cannot heat and bake the bread. Take the soul out of a person. He cannot write, he cannot speak, he cannot dance. Yes? He cannot smile, he cannot laugh. Yes? So when people are coming and saying, hey, what a mess to bring this divine soul to spend, 120 years here on earth, the valley of tears, what is the benefit? The benefit is that a drop of earth, yes, when it comes in the right, let's say, composition, it can become human. Yes, it has to go through a womb and birth, but this earth can speak, write, have affection and love, and this is a miracle. We are a miracle. Does a soul chooses a particular body? There is no choice, but the right body will be attached to the right, so to speak, soul. Yes? There is no choice, but there's fitting. Yes? There's a fitting. There is no choice. There is no free choice at all. Sandra, when ashes from the body are viewed under the microscope, it looks exactly like the night sky with the stars. See? So this is a miracle, because we can ask, what does the baby, before the baby is born, or the matter, it doesn't matter if it's a kitten also, or human baby, there's like a composition, yes? There's a sperm that comes from the male, and there's an egg or oval comes from the feminine. They meet in a good let's say optimum conditions. Life will be born, but it is from a matter, yes? But whether it's a kitten that can climb trees, yes, or hunt a bird or so, or smile, this is the divine soul does. The same divine soul that moves a dolphin. Everybody likes dolphin. They're intelligent creatures, yes? There's a soul to a dolphin. To every animal, to every tree. The soul is everywhere. We are calling like different objects in different names, and we distinguish, let's say, stones from plants, or trees from butterflies, yes, from animals, humans, and so we are making those divisions, yes. But there's one soul. So wherever we are, it doesn't matter in which stage of our life, 5, 6, 10, we are, the soul is full on, full plugged. Yes? We are trained in a way to cut, yes, and to look only linearly. What happened to our eyes, to our perceptions, yes, from 5 to 10, or from 20 to 25, and this is how we judge life, or judge ourselves, or judge our narration, or judge our self-interest. Yes, because we are looking in this way, but this is not what is happening at all. Yes, when the soul leaves the body, does it plug itself again into another? Yes. When there's a fit, it goes to the like pool of souls, and when there's a need to plug again, it will be plugged again. Yes, yes. Because there is no time and space, there's only an illusion, yes, but it will, it will. Existing never stops, yes? So even someone is passing away, the body is staying in a way behind, the soul continues. There is no continue, it doesn't even fitting, but the soul exists. And when there's a need to plug, it will be plugged again to different life, different parents, yeah, different settings, yes? What is needed? To what is needed? So the name for, let's say, a person, yes? Our names is also a vehicle, because we received, in a way, bodies and circumstances, all of us, yes? We received like a picture that will fit the destination, the cast, yes? Because we are fulfilling a role here. Without our agreement, notion, acceptance, yes? So everything is fitting. Sha'ar Gilgulim, yes. The gates, yes. We hear you only have one life to live. It's not one life to live. Life is one. Yeah, these sentences sound like a threat, yes, but it depends in which tone do we read it. There is only one life. Cannot be something else, yes, life is one, different aspects, but life is one and there's no threat. It means that at the moment, yes, we don't know in a way what will happen in the next moment, so we're living in the moment and we decide, or we're just moving by what fits the moment, and this is it. But there's no threat. There's no threat. Yes, Sandra, when my grandma passed away, I was 3 years old. This was the first moment of life I can recall, like a rush of suddenly being here. I do believe she passed into me at the moment, always have believed. Okay? So there is nothing to be afraid of. Yes? There's nothing. No, Sandra, once, when I was seeking, so to speak, I always, I had phases when I thought those thoughts, who is sitting where and what, but it does not occupy me, this question anymore. It doesn't matter. It just, because this is also a part of the narration. This is what helps us to narrow ourselves to a certain story. It gives us an identity. But once we understand that there is no identity and there is no personal story, yes, or narration, so there is no need to connect us to former lives, yes. It is interesting that you ask this question. The Canaanites. You have heard about the name Canaan. Canaan is not just the name of the land, it was also the name of the people, Canaani. And they used to worship, they used to work for idolatry, like foreign god, not to the one. And one of their beliefs was Marzeach. Marzeach, they used to, how shall I call it? They used to bow in front of dead ancestors. Their god was Marzeach. Marzeach. They used to worship dead ancestors. Yes? They used to worship. Also, it has to do with the winter. Yes, when the day used to get, in a way, shorter, or the nights are getting longer until spring. For all of those winter months, they used to worship their god, called Marzeach. They used to worship the dead parents and ancestors. This kind of worship, it is, in a way, this is a death culture. Yes, to praise the dead, to praise the dead. The living, the breathing people are not considered to be anything or nothing, but what is more important is the dead people. Yes, and it is interesting, because in the land of Canaan, was the common thing, yes, to worship the old generations. And then what happens to the existing generations? It cannot act, cannot live. So there is always enslavement to the dead people, and this is how you gain control. This is how the parents can control the children, because they're always telling them stories about their dead parents. Yes? Therefore, the name, in a way, of the land is being changed, yes, from the land of the dead, land of Canaan, Eretz Canaan to Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, the land of the living. Yes? Through the process of people being here, not worshipping dead. The Canaanites used to worship the dead people. Yes, until today in Islam, you have the same footprint. The death culture. Yes? Worshipping dead more than the living. Yes? This is a very, very common. Until our time, this is what Islam does. I don't want to go even into Christianity, not to offend people. Yes, it's not a struggle between religions, but to worship the dead. This is something off topic. Therefore, we see, in a way, a process, and this is the land of Canaan becomes the land of Israel, Eretz Israel, the land of the one. Not worshipping the dead, but the living, the unconditional. Not Jacob with a struggle. Yes, Jacob with a struggle with the, yes, and so, but the land of the living. Yes, Cindy? Also, Molech, yes. 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 Yes, this is the same. Christianity is something that both Christianity and Islam has a similar mirror. They are both based on personality. Yes? Christianity is based on personality of Jesus, and Islam on personality of Muhammad. Yes? When you read the text, the biblical text, it is not a personal story. Not at all. Names are being mentioned, names of, so to speak, people or mountains or river, but this is not a personal story. This is not about psychological hero. Those two are based on personality cult. Yes, and in both ways we can see, in a way, the roots of totalitarianism. How do you say totalitarism? Yes. Once you educate or guide the people to worship a personality, this is very, very dangerous. You can control people. Yes, thank you. You can control people. Yes? This is very dangerous. I'm not saying that in other societies people are not trying to control other people. This is what happens when people think that there's, in a way, many. There's me and the other, and people try to control others. Yes? But it's very dangerous that you see both streams, yes, which are based on personality, because there, in a way, this is a bit ridiculous. Because why? Because if we speak about persona, yes, persona has to do with the body. Body is being born, appears and disappears after X days or years, and it's gone. So it builds on a lie, because the body does not exist of its own unless the soul is moving there or is plugged. So they are based on, what shall I say, a mud. I don't know, on mud. It just, because also this is interesting, if we open it, what people consider the New Testament, it was written 400 years. We don't know if Jesus was a living or not. I don't want to go into this even. This is, whoa. The text, which now is known as the New Testament, was written 400 years after. If he was lived or not, we don't know, but 400 years later, in different languages, was translated back and forth, taking into consideration Greek philosophies and other legends. Yes. Of course, it was also censored, yes, by the Byzantine Emperor Justinianus. Things that did not fit, yes, his power were cut off. The Hebrew, the soul, whenever the soul was mentioned, if there were Hebrew texts with a soul, it was deleted because it was against his policy to scare people and to cause them to be submissive slaves or subjective. This is very, very dark story. Pixidis, have you seen the movie Lars and the Real? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Thank you for asking. I can look. He brings the doll home to meet his family, and everyone goes along with it. He even brings her to church. Okay. Wow. I didn't hear about it. But I heard that people have that people have relationship to dolls, yes, more than humans. Yes. I'll try to watch it later. Thank you. Yes. People are willing to spend most of their lives, yes, in lies than to have one moment of truth. Yes, that's correct. Similar to religion. Yes. Yes. That nobody will ever question anything. Everybody lives in their illusions. Yes. Why not? It's comfortable. You don't need to move. You don't need to quest. And so many people who grew in religious houses, now it doesn't matter. Even people grew, so to speak, with the Torah, but people who were around them used to beat them with the text because the text was used as an instrument to beat others, yes? People are so afraid from life because they were threatened, yes? So it's very simple. There is no personality. There is no identity. Yes, there is no narration. People coming and going. Just notice when you walk in a city or when you walk in a place when there are many people, you notice there's a stream of people, let's say walking in the street, on the street, or walking on the shore. So you see all kinds of people moving. This is life. So in these people, there are elderly and there's like babies, and there are people with bicycles and people with balls, and this is life. There is no personal. And people, again, we can see them walking on the shore. And some people will walk tomorrow, some people no. And new people will be born as babies, and some departure coming and going. There is no personal story. And in a way, those sessions are trying to tell this, because what people looking in their lives is that someone will nourish their misery. And what is the misery? The personal story. So we are not nourishing any misery because there is no personal story. Yes, we have names. We were born in different continents, to different languages for a reason. Who knows? But there is no personal story. what do you think, Abigail? What do you think? Of course not. This is infinite. Infinite. Yes? Finite and infinite. Of course not. There is no doubt about it. Ein Sof. Ein Sof in Hebrew. Ein Sof is infinite. Ein Sof has the same value of the word light. Oh. Both are coming at 207. Please check it. Yes? Infinite in Hebrew equals light, which is 207. Yes? It is infinite. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it's infinite? If you ask this question, it means your brain is attacking you with a thought. Yes? Only the brain will tell you that life is finite. And therefore, you should have concerns about your body. Only the brain will give you this information. This is a mechanical happening from here, mikan. Yes? If you feel, and I believe that people can feel the infinite, if they are not bombarded, yes, with this mechanical activity, there is a sense of infinite. It is very much felt. And we are here to speak about it. Because the false message of the brain, of the mechanical activity, will tell us that we are finite. Yes? And from this conclusion that the brain sends to the body, yes, comes a need, or I would say an obsession to control. Yes? But if we are infinite, there is no need to control. Finite is always threatened, but infinite never. Never. Yes. Yes, you don't, if they feel it, they feel it. It's something that you feel very, very deeply. You feel that this is infinite. Yes, Pixidis, I just noticed Ein Sof as the word miracle, where the two words infinite and light connect. Yes. Yes, yes. Nes, that's correct. Ein Sof, Nes. This is a miracle of infinite, that's correct. Hello, Luke, we're happy to see you here. Of course, we are infinite. And since we are infinite, nothing can harm or cause pain. Yes? People speak about making peace. Peace is not something that we can make, is not of our making. Peace is existing like heavens. Yes, and sometimes war are situations of war appearing on the background of the skies, on the background of peace, but peace is his name. This is existing. We are not peacemakers. Do we understand the language? We are not peacemakers. Peace we cannot make. It's not something that you take, let's say, a wood, a hammer, a nail. Put the nail or nail the nail or hammer the nail into the wood, and then you have peace. Yes? Peacemaker, this is a wrong terminology. We cannot make peace. Yes, we can't. This is not something mechanical because peace is not from here. Yes? Yes, look, I heard that the moon is moving away from Earth. Yes, very well. One day it will be, yeah, too far away. Mm-hmm. Of course, of course. Yes, it's good that you noticed this. Very good look. Very good look. This is what brings into consideration when the moon gets far from Earth. Yes, what happens to the menstruation of women? And what happens to the process of children? This is why people go for fertility treatment nowadays. Yes. Interesting. So, going back to peace. Yes, we cannot make peace. We are not peacemakers because peace is not something mechanical. Therefore, we come to the name Solomon in English, but in Hebrew, Shlomo. Shlomo says the book of Zohar, Shlomo. I move between Hebrew to English, so Shlomo. Shlomo. Yes. The book of Zohar says why the name is Shlomo in Hebrew, because it refers to a king, yes, to the king's peace. Melech shehashalom shelo. Melech, a king, the infinite. Shehashalom, shehashalom shelo. Yes, a king which is that the peace is his. Yes, it's not of our own making. Mm-hmm. Why are you occupying yourselves with those issues? Yes, it's not for us. It's not for us. We don't know really. I mean, we don't really know anything, or we know nothing. We know nothing. This is true that the moon is getting far from Earth, and of course it will affect birth and so, of course. But live life, be happy. Those are concerns, so to speak, of the thinking, and the thinking is mechanical. The brain is a machine, is a calculating machine. It's like a dog, yes, and like the dog likes bones, yes. The brain likes data. Once you throw the brain a data, it will run after it. Yes. So the more we offer data to the brain, the the brain will be happy because it's a dog. You feed the dog with a bone, and the bone is data. Of course, the dog is happy. Yes, the brain, like the dog, is a dual creature. Yes, the soul ain't. Non duality. Therefore, David in Psalms asks that the infinite will save him from the dog, which is in a way threatening the sense of unity of the soul. Yes, the dog is the brain. Yes, so as the dog likes the bone, eats him, the brain likes data. The soul is being, is a verbing, not essence, in this manner. Questions? Yes, Cindy, good morning. Hello?
Hi, good morning. Y'all
How do
hear
you?
me?
Yes, we can. How do you do?
Very good. Thank you, Etty. Um, okay, good. Hi, Abigail. I was thinking about life here and also reading Roots of the Bible and how one came to and so often, but really it's meant to come to, then go back to one, that reunification. And I saw the interview with one of the hostages from Israel, Mia Shem or Shem. I don't know how to say her last name correctly, but she mentioned her time in captivity. But the thing that moved me so deeply was when she was rescued, and when the moment that she saw her mom, and just I don't think I've ever heard a human kind of make the crying um, relieved sounds that she made, and she just fell into her arms, and kind of makes me think about um, maybe how this world is like recognizing that we are in a way separated, but we're really not, and going back to that place of safety and with our source. So it was a beautiful moment, although a lot of pain involved, but not sure why I'm thinking about that. But anyway, just thought I would share.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are tend to believe to what we see, yes, as a reality. Yes, reality is what we see, and we tend to believe to pictures. Yes, but there is reality much beyond what we consider to be pictures. Yes, and this is reality of life, and this is infinite. And there aren't any conditions, yes, in this infinite dimension. There isn't there isn't questions. The best way not to lure ourselves into stories is to lose interest in them. Yes, because there is a tendency to find lives in others people's lives and stories, but the life that we live in a moment are so precious. Yes, the whole world is evolving around Rama, which is the graced thief. I have never known such a thief as drama. Yes, it steals the presence from us. Yes, and people are engaged in somebody else's stories, somebody else happening. Yes, like life is happening there in the news. Yes, so people can spend the whole life long listening to others people dramas, even their own, and thinking this is life. This is not life. This is death. Drama, drums, drums. You know what drums is? Drumming, drum. When people used to sacrifice their babies, there was a cult here. Not just here, also in Greece, in Egypt, and in South America. People used to sacrifice their children for the gods. This is duality, barter, trading. And the babies noticed that there is a tension. Every baby can feel, can sense that there is a tension moment around him, even if he cannot see that far or so, or cannot speak. The babies sense the tension around the slaughtering, putting them into fire, whatever. So the babies naturally are crying. And when they cry, the tendency of human heart is when a baby cries, regardless of it's a human or even kitten, if people are not disturbed, yes, when they feel or hear a baby cries, they have a sense of mercy. But what happened in those ancient cultures here in Greece, in Egypt, yes, in South America, specifically here, they used to play a drum. Yes, the drum, few drums, yes, at the same time. That the drums, the sound, the sequence of drumming was so high that it will cover the sound of a baby cries. And now they cannot hear the baby cry, and they don't need to have mercy. Yes, because the drum, the sound of drumming is covering the sound of the baby is crying. Yes? Drama. Yes? I think that you can get through the story of drum and drama. There is a tendency to be sucked to others people's drama, to our drama, like if it's real, but it's not. The drama is not real because the body is not real. It's very, very, very simple. People losing time. We are losing dear time. And where were you when you watch all kinds of tragedies on TV? Like, when people wants to describe hell in Hebrew, they say tofet. 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 It comes from tof. Tof is a drum. Tof, drum. Yeah. So, yes, tofet, like hell, comes from drumming, you know. Being a drummer myself, this breaks my heart, but it makes sense. Yes, drums keep a beat. Yes. So this is the illusion that caused the parents to think that they hear something stronger than their child's or baby's life. Yes, the beat of a drum is stronger. Yes, and the babies, the young babies' voices are being swallowed. Yes, in the great drum of their control. Yes, of their illusion. Yes, please pay attention. Correct. Correct. If we don't have beat, what makes when people go to, let's say, to test, yes, and there is a positive test, pregnancy says positive, yes, but after a couple of days, they're going to the doctor and there's like doing a check, yes, and how can they say that if it's okay, there's a heartbeat? If there's a recognition of a heartbeat, it means it's alive, yes. So duality, beep, beep. So there's space and time. There's a heartbeat, space and time, space and time. Yes. So let's live free out of drama. Yes. There is no need in the drama. It's heavy, unnecessary. This is the bondage of self. Yes. Like to say that there is a sacrifice. We were many times mentioning the binding of Isaac to say there is no sacrificing, yes, because there are not two. He is not a father, yes, that sacrificed his son, because he is not a father, yes, and Isaac is not a son. And there's nothing to sacrifice. So how can you sacrifice something which does not exist? How? How can you bring closer something which is not exist? In English we say sacrifice. It's a verb. In Hebrew, korban, from litkarev, to get closer. So how can one get closer? By bringing something which is not exist. The body does not have any existence. Take the soul, it has no existence. You see how everything is falling? And of course, the name of the baby or the child is Isaac. He's laughing at his father. You want to sacrifice something which is not existing in space and time. Laughter does not exist in space and time, just outside of space and time. And this is the laughter of the binding, of thinking that we are sacrificing something, thinking that we are fathers, mothers, whatever. This is the great joke. We are none of these. We are not children. We are not parents. Yes? We are not historical figure. We are not future figures. We are not, because there is no time. It is quite simple, and there's no need to drag extra heaviness. Yes? Yes, the soul doesn't have any weight. Yes? All the rest of the impulses which are coming from the body or from the brain that sends data, and why we should be concerned because of sun flare or whatever, or a moon cycle or a sun cycle. There is no need to dwell on it. It is simple. Life is beautiful. Live it in its full spectrum. This is the most beautiful thing. And with this beautiful message, I would like to thank each and every one of you for participating in this jam. Fixidis, Yanis, Luke, Rodrigo, Sandra, Philip, Felipe, Abigail, and friends on YouTube. Toda and shalom. Thank you so much.